Sir, regarding the ASEAN goals becoming a single community,
Oh,
do you think the Philippines is ready for the
no,
ASEAN?
no, 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 and no.
Sir, how do you say so?
Because we have done nothing.
Yes.
We have done nothing to prepare for 2016 and the implementation of the AFTA. Makikipagkumpetensya ngayon sa Thailand, sa Malaysia, Indonesia, lahat. Sa ngayon, pinakamataas pa rin ang ating cost of production ng ating mga ng infrastructure, ng agriculture. Ngayon, ang nakita ko in one of my hearings sa Public Works is that ang budget for the repair and the rehabilitation of irrigation ay tinanggal. Nabawasan. Imbis na 4.3 billion ang binigay, tinanggalan ng 4 billion. Paano ngayon magiging competitive yung ating mga farmer kung yung patubig nila ay dahan-dahan nasisira? Ang irrigation natin, for example, the irrigation systems in 1986 was more extensive than the irrigation system is now, 28 years later, dahil pinabayaan. So that's one. That's just one element. Even our industries, wala tayong ginagawa. Like for example, lagi natin pinagmamalaki, one of the export industries, yung semiconductors. Isipin mo, katapat mo ngayon yung Korea. They will sasapawan tayo ng mga yan. And again, their cost of production is lower because the cost of power is lower, the reliability is lower, the systems are better, the financial systems are better. And I'm afraid that this lack of preparation is not only in the public sector, it is also in the private sector. Ang mga negosyante, wala rin silang ginagawa para paghandaan yung AFTA. And malaking problema yan. It will become a very, very difficult problem because it's competition. Hindi na natin pwedeng proteksyonan yung ating mga industriya. Hindi na natin pwedeng proteksyonan ang ating mga farmers. Kailangan maaari natin silang tulungan. In terms of, again, balik tayo, infrastructure. Bigyan natin sila ng magandang infrastruktura para yung cost nila bumaba, para yung efficiency nila tumaas, and that way, we will be able to compete. It's what the other countries in ASEAN have been doing for the last 10-15 years. We're playing catch-up. And I'm afraid, as of now, as of today, nag-uusap tayo, I do not know of one thing that the government has done to prepare ourselves for now.
What are our platforms for this year?
For this year, ang tinatrabaho namin, well, although it's not limited by my committee chairmanships, I'm chairman of the local government committee and I'm also chairman of the public works. So that's why napag-usapan ko yung irrigation dahil tinutunan ko na that kind of infrastructure be developed. So tuloy-tuloy lang yung public works natin na mas maayos ang pag-implement dahil maraming nag-aabuso din dyan eh. Maraming nagiging problema. Although I think the situation has improved. Sa local government, gusto kong patibayin ang local government because in terms of administrators, chief executives, some of the best talent I have seen was as my time as governor. Ang daming magaling na governor. Hindi ka pwedeng maging successful na governor kung hindi ka talaga magaling. Kasi hindi mo pwede madaan sa bola eh. Hindi, kailangan inaantay ng tao, sige, sinabi mo yan ang gagawin, tingnan nga natin. Kung nagawa mo o hindi pwede, hindi madadaan sa PR, hindi madadaan sa propaganda. Titignan ng tao, yung sinabi mong gagawin mo, nagawa mo ba o hindi. Ngayon, may problema ako, naayos mo ba o hindi. Simple lang eh. Because nasa grassroots ka eh. At saka, kausap mo, hindi politiko, kausap mo ang pangkaraniwan na tao. So, I have seen some of the best talent in government. There's a great deal of talent also in the executive departments, mga departments natin. But some of the best talent I've seen in government are in the mayors and in the governors that are serving now. And lalo na yung mga matitinding pangalan na nakikita mo dun sa area nila, talagang sila pa rin ang kinahahangaan as public servants. So Now, we have to tap into that. Kailangan natin gamitin yung talent na yun. And that's why we are now examining the local government code, and slowly meron na kami mga amendments na ginawa para patibayin uli yun at bigyan ng karagdagang kakayahan ang local government. Dahil ang tendency natin ngayon ay national government lahat ang gagawa. At sa tingin ko, hindi tama yun. At kuminsan nga lagi ko sinasabi sa Senado, merong may mga proposal na ganitong gagawin, itong bagong sistema, new policy, whatever. At sa papel, pag binasa mo, maganda nga ito. Pero ako may experience ako sa local government, sasabihin, hindi ubra yan. It's not going to work. And why won't it work? I will explain to you why it won't work. Because this is not going to happen, hindi mangyayari, they do not have the capability, they do not have the funding, etc., etc. So those are the things that we have to bring the government closer to the grassroots. Masyado nang kuminsan we are thinking too much about yung homogenizing na pare-pareho. Hindi naman pare-pareho yung lahat ng probinsya, hindi naman pare-pareho ang bawat bayan eh. Lahat yan iba-ibang problema, lahat yan iba-ibang solusyon. So we have to give that kind of decision making back to the local government. And pagka meron silang policy, dapat i-implement sa national level. That's why it's important that we give a better voice to the local government. Part of that is what we are doing now is restructuring the SK. Malaking bagay yun because para sa akin, meron nagsasabi abolition, pero hindi ako papayag. It cannot be. First of all, it's unconstitutional. Nakalagay sa Constitution na may representation ang kabataan. And right now, but the SK, tama nga na, maraming criticism yung SK, pero di ayusin natin. Huwag natin sasabihin, tapos sisisihin mo yung mga bata, kung ano yung mga pagkakamali ng mga bata, tinuro lang ng mga matatanda yan. Hindi naman nila kasalanan. So change the system, change the structure, give the kids an opportunity because dalawang pangangailangan natin sa mga kabataan. That's what the society needs from its youth. One, we need to have representatives of the youth because the youth have a very specific set of issues. Yung mga iniisip ninyo, hindi iniisip ng ibang tao yan, kundi mga estudyante rin. Diba? For example, all students, you're always thinking about your curriculum, you're thinking about the matriculasyon, you're thinking about the cost, that your parents are thinking about the cost. Kaya pinag-uusapan yung K plus 12, tapos pinag-uusapan yung pagpalit ng semester, mag-umpisa ng September. All of those things, those are issues that although they are important to the rest of us, they are central to your lives, kayong mga bata. Secondly, we will not be in government forever. You have to come and take over at some point. Kailangan simulan na ninyo, mag-training na kayo, tignan ninyo how government works, what government is good at, what government can do, what government is bad at, and what government cannot do. So that you understand how to solve problems. Yan naman ang trabaho ng basically administering the republic. And that's what we need to do. We have to sometimes not only present problems, but we have to foresee future problems and try and find a solution before the problems arise. So you have to learn, the kids have to learn how to do that. It's not something that you're born with. It's a continuing process of learning. I learn more things now than when I was in school. I am learning, the rate of learning that I go to now is much higher than what I did in school. Dahil ang dami kong kailangan matutunan, ang daming iba't ibang issues, hindi mo naman pwedeng bigyan ng solusyon kung hindi mo maintindihan yung problema. And to understand the problem, you have to have a certain set of facts and stock knowledge na at least nawaan mo yung sektor, alam mo yung mga personalities involved, alam mo yung how it interacts with the government system, all of those things. Those things have to be learned. And the best way to learn them is not in the classroom, although that's useful, it is really hands-on experience. And that's what we are trying to we're trying to change the system of the SK or the youth in representation so that it includes not only the SK, kasi kung titignan ninyo yung SK, ano lang yan political sector lang yan Paano yung mga iba? Ilan sa inyo bumoto sa last SK election? Kita mo? Oh, that's right. So all of you are not part of the SK because you're in school malayo kayo hindi na pwedeng hindi naman kayo uuwi. That's why we have tried to include all the other youth sectors na hindi necessarily pati yung mga out of school, kailangan kasama yan because they also have a very specific set of issues that need to be dealt with. So, kung sumasang-ayon tayo kay Rizal na kayo ang pag-asa ng bansa, kailangan turuan na kayo. You have to train, you have to start the process of understanding of how we can make government work for people, how we can use government not for politics but for service. That's the key. For service, for nation building. Balikan nga natin yung tema na yun, nation building. It's something we seem to have forgotten. It's something that we should return to, and the young people should be at the forefront.